Hello everybody, and welcome back to some All the Mods 7 to the Sky. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, last episode we worked on our mechanism stuff, getting power. We set all this stuff up, and it is now generating. I don't know why it does that. It shows 400k. There you go. It's 19.6 million FE a tick. So we had. I sat and went over through some nights. I spent hours trying to get all of this figured out, and realized that we went way overboard with this, to the point like everything's backed up. We could run probably another 2 or 3 of these if we wanted to, just off of what we have set up. But that is I'm not worried about it. We're generating, we'll go look here in just a second, it's like 22 million FE a tick now. And then also, I have added these radioactive waste barrels. These guys are pretty easy to make. They're storing the polonium that we are going to need to run through the critical phase, the supercritical phase shifter to get our antimatter. By the time it's done, we'll have like 2 million millibuckets. It should be way more than enough to take care of what we're going to need to take care of. And once these guys fill up, the polonium will not decay inside of these barrels. They'll just fill up and hold them, and we'll be good. And then these guys will fill up, and then everything else will just go back in here, and then I don't have to worry about any kind of radiation. All this stuff is still going rather nicely. So if we go over here to our thingy-jabob, we're generating, just a little under 21 million FE a tick right now. We're good power-wise. And then the other thing I've been working on, if you notice, if you look around, things are starting to look a lot cleaner. It's one of the things that I love about playing modded Minecraft, is the clean look. I don't like torches everywhere, and I've been trying to find a way to do this. Used to be you could use Ender IO to do it, and just paint glowstone to the block that you wanted, and everything was good and everything worked great. And then Ender IO hasn't updated, and they needed a way. So you've got these just regular framed cubes from framed blocks. You place them down, place whatever block that you want on them, and then just apply some glowstone dust, and it works the exact same. I don't know what this is doing to our frames. I've done a bunch of these, and I've not noticed any kind of stutter or anything like that. So there is that. But yeah, we're getting a nice clean look running around here, and I love it. I like the nice clean look. Sometimes you get a little wonky patches. I don't know. We got to keep an eye on everything to see exactly, like, if we log off, log on, all that kind of stuff, how it all works. But because I've noticed, like, I'll have a spot like this, and I'll place the glowstone down, and then this one will still be a spawnable space. So, but I've got a big chunk of this done, but that's not what we're going to worry about today. I've got started. I'll work on more of this in my off time. So, what are we going to do today? Well, if you noticed, if you're very observant, I'm not wearing my mech suit. And that is because today we are going to get into... I said we were going to get into magic. We still got... The magic part of this is still probably our biggest part of the quest pack that we've got left to do. We're going to get into some Ars Nouveau. And our suit, we have mana regen, and mana regen, and mana regen, and that one doesn't have mana regen. So it'll help with us with our magic stuff. So that is kind of where we are going with that. So we've got some stuff we need to do. So this is more or less a mod about I won't say it's about it. You can cast spells. It's doing everything with a spell type thing. You can do mining. You can do killing. You can do farming. There's a lot of different stuff that you can do. We don't need a whole lot of it other than a few things that we're going to need to get to the end of the pack, which we're going to get to. So I'm not going to go through all of the glyphs. I'll show you how to do the glyphs. We'll get through all this and see what we can do. I don't know a ton about it. I've used it some. But let's go. So this was just to start the quest line. And then the first thing we need to do is make our spell book. And we got everything that we need for it. There we go. Quest complete. We don't need none of that. So with our spell book, this is what we use once we create a spell to actually use the spell. So number 2, we got the Mage's spell book. I don't know if we can go ahead. We should actually be able to go ahead and do that one. We can. And then there is a Archmage spell book, and this guy we have to do this, and I've got to get to that point because I don't know nothing about that. So that quest is now complete. And then that gives us a glyph. We'll get into that at a different time. So next up is we need to get us some archwood logs. Now we don't have them anywhere. So what we can do is get us a few emeralds and come over here to our saplings and we need one of those, we need one of those, we need one of those, and we need one of those, and that should be all of them. Lovely. And that's why I've got this little grass area set up. We're going to set all of this stuff up over here. We're going to generate mana with with the crop growth. That's what we're going to try. If I don't know if it views the lily pads and everything underneath as a bone meal effect, because the bone meal effect doesn't generate it, but we're going to figure this out. So, but we can grow a few of these. And they're really cool trees. I love the trees. I love the looks. The blocks it gives you. It's all good stuff. So let me get a handful of wood together. Alright, so to complete the quest, we just need some planks. And there we go. That quest is now complete. That gives us another sapling. So next up, we want to make the imbuement chamber. This guy here we can use to craft certain items, but the main thing that we need it for is to craft source gems. So let's go in here. Why did that... Source link, source link, source link, source link... Where is it at? Imbuement chamber. I need a few more logs. So this guy here, you can place it down. It will use source, but it also generates a small amount of source to do what you need to do as far as gathering or to getting source gems. So you can place a lapis in here. Add a source nearby to speed it up. We should be able to... That speeds it up a little bit, but it's not much. So, but the nice thing is, at some point, we have gotten a few source gems. Not very much, but it should be enough for us to get a bit further into where we need to go. So that gives us that. That's going to give us a few more and some kind of essence, which it give us none. I don't know what it gives us. Alright, so next up on our list is we need to make source jars. These are what we need in order to generate... There it went. It actually made one. We'll do that. So source jars are what you need in order to... I don't know where I'm going. In order to store... I've got... Let's do... in order to store source. Let's put all this stuff up. It's... Inventory's getting full already. So source jar, we want to make slabs. We'll make a handful of them because the more source that we can store, the more we don't have to worry about. That's actually a whole lot that I really didn't need that, but we'll see where we're at with that. Alright, so that's the source jar. Like I said, that is where we store it. Our next bit of business is going to be generating source. So you've got the volcanic, which consumes burnable items. You drop it close by, and it will turn it into some kind of source. You can use it. You can use blaze, coal, anything like that. You've got the vitalic, which generates from mob deaths or animal breeding. You've got potion, which you can give it potions, and it will create source. You've got the mycelium, which it uses food to generate source. And then we have the agronomic source, which uses the growth of plants, which is the one that we are going to see about doing. So, shouldn't be that hard to make this guy. We should be able to do that. Let's grab us a couple of blocks. Shouldn't. Just place this right here. And, oh, it does work, which means that this should generate pretty quickly and fill up pretty quickly, because this stuff's just going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. But we do need to make the other source links. So I'm going to... mushroom stew is going to be an issue. Potion, that's a potion jar. We need that. We can't do just yet. That we can do. We'll wait because we get some more source. But now that we do have the source going, we should be able to do this, and it should be a whole lot quicker now than what it was. I don't know if that's close enough. Where did that just go? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Alright. Alright, so yeah, it still was not very close. Or was not close enough, so I moved it a little bit closer, and we're good to go with that. So now you can see it's making them a whole lot quicker. So that's nice. Alright, time to move on. Alright, so our next part of this is kind of taking a little bit of a step back. We need to do these quests. If you look at the bottom left of your screen, it'll tell you... You'll have the mana bar. It's this bar right here. And it tell you how much mana that you have. And then it's also, the next quest is creating your first spell. You can hold C. To open your book, so we can do that. And we got our book in our hand. You can press C. So we want to do, let's do projectile and break. And let's create it. and you can see we can mine blocks with it. That's just like the basics. There is our book. I'm not necessarily worried about the book, but that is how we do that. And to do more, to unlock more, we need to make the scribes table. This guy is not that bad to make. We go in here. We need some more archwood slabs. And we can place this guy right here-ish. That didn't place the way that I wanted it to. And that had glowstone on it. Or no, it had a torch on it. Why do I... Oh, I know. Never mind. Alright, anyways. That'll work right there for now. So we can right-click this, and it's got all the glyphs in it. And it shows which ones we have unlocked. And it'll tell you what the spell is. And it tells you what level it requires. So we're looking for levels. Oh, look. You have your tiers. You got tier 1. And there's tier 2 and there's tier 3. Tier 1 uses 3 XP to create. Tier 2... where are they at? Tier 2 takes 5 levels of XP, and then Tier 3 takes 10 levels of XP. So to make all of these, you're going to need a bunch of XP in order to do this, which we have all the XP in the world over in our little thing. So, but, I did that again. Let's do this. Let's clear. I do not want... That's still doing it. Anyways, so we'll do one of these together, and that's kind of going to be where we're going to do this. Because we'll do tier 1 together, and then I'm going to craft them all, and then we'll work on the tier 2 stuff. So, like I said, it says it needs 3 levels of experience to be made. The glyph of toss, it requires manipulation essence and a dropper. So we need that and that. And to get the manipulation essence, we're going to have to do a little bit more work. So, we need to make some arcane pedestals. These guys right here. And to do that, we're going to need arcane stone. So that's 1. We're going to need a few of these. And to make that, I need 3 of the pedestals. So let's go ahead and make those. And that didn't give me any kind of quest for that. Because it wants us to make 8. We'll have to make 8 later because we're going to need it anyways when we get to our thing. So if we place these guys down around here, let's do this so we can see this a little better. Are all these filled up? No. So why are they not... Are they too far away? I guess they were too far away. Alright, so to create the manipulation essence, we need a clock, a button, and redstone dust. I may still have some clocks in here. I do. We're going to go ahead and make a few of these while we do it. I didn't want 64 buttons, but... And then we need redstone. Because we're probably going to need this for a few of these. So we should be able to put a clock, our button, and our redstone dust. Oh, and then we need a source gem. And there we go. Oh, so we don't need all those. All we got to do is just give it... Well, I guess I should have realized that. Alright, so now that we've got that, we need a dropper. And this will pull out from nearby inventory. So chest, we'll just grab a wooden chest. And we can put that guy in there, that guy in there, and we should now be able to... Which one were we going for? Glyph of Toss. Interact, ignite. Toss. And there we go. We've got us another glyph. So that's pretty much how we do this. I've got a bunch of them to make. Each one requires a little bit different stuff. The abjuration essence, we're going to need to get some milk going, which we've got that taken care of. Glyph of harvest, earth essence, we need to do, it just a little bit of crafting, but we've got the basis down of what we need in order to do these. So now it's just a matter of crafting them all up. Alright, so I have not done any more crafting of any of this stuff. I am... Wait a minute. Oh no, we had two in there. So I'm trying to just set up, since it doesn't use the items, I'm trying to set up a way of just being able to walk over here and place in our source gems and be done with it. And then I'm trying to get source gems. I don't say it's automated, because all we're doing is putting some lapis in here and running it through. But even still, we are not... We're still not close enough in order for this to be picking up, and I don't understand the why. So what we're going to do is take off to our next step, which is going to be, we made the arcane pedestals. We're going to work on making the enchanting apparatus, and with it is what we use to craft most of our rest of our items that we need for the mod. And it also, you can use it to do some enchants. So if I go in here, I went too far here, but once you get it, you can, says to apply level 2, must have the previous level, says you can put the items in. So if we go over here, that's not what I wanted. Maybe it was. Nope, that one. So you can go here, like, to get Aqua Infinity. This is what we need in order to get Aqua Infinity book. And then we can use it to enchant. And as far as I know, all it has is just the base enchants. Like looting, we can only get to level 3. Fortune is only level 3. But it is a way to be able to specifically get what you need in order to do that. So we need to do our stuff. We need the enchanting apparatus itself. There is that. We need the arcane core. There is that. And then we are going to need 8 pedestals, which we don't have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 1. I need 7 more. So I need this and that, and that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that should be enough to do the pedestals that we need. That was too many. I don't know why. Alright, so we're going to come over here. Actually, we're going to do this here pretty close. That way we can do what we're going to do next, which is I'm going to work on a way of moving source around. Oh, there they are. So that... So there we go. That's what we need for that. Now, I've got a source relay. This is what we can use if we go in here and look. It tells us it's how you can transport source between source jars and other source relays to pull source, yada, yada, yada. So we're going to see about getting... I may have to change all this. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So, but I've made the relay. We want to use the splitter relay. So I need 4 lapis and 4 quartz. So, lapis, I thought we had all that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then quartz. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can take our relay, place it in. That's not what I wanted. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then use our relay. Such a cool automation. And there we go. I've got my splitter. Now, the other thing we need is going to be the Dominion one. This is easy enough to make. We need 2 source gems and a gold nugget. So I need gold. We've got a stick. And we need one of those. So one of these, one of those, and one of these. And we've got our wand. Alright, so now to figure out how this thing works. Alright, so I've got this all figured out. So we're using our splitter relay. This is probably way overkill for what we need to do, but it's going to make my life easier to do all the crafting that we need to do. So we've got our ergonomic source link set up that's pulling source from the growing crops, and I've got it going into a splitter. Basically, if you want to send items, you click on the relay and then to whatever you're going to send it to, which is the jars. And then if you want to get from sending it from the source link to that, you click on the source link first and then to the splitter. So instead of this thing filling up 1 jar at a time, it is attempting to fill up, I think it's 4 at a time that it tries to do. So then I got another one set up here that is pulling from all of these jars and placing them into jars that are all set up close by them. That way we don't have to worry about them, and this thing is producing stuff a whole lot quicker than what it was. And then I've got a recipe set up for each one of the essences. And then one set up for the source gems themselves. And then I placed our enchantment apparatus over here. And I put some source jars over here. And I just went nuts with the source jars. I don't know what all we're going to be crafting to need that much source, but we'll see when we get to that. So now comes the part where I need to start crafting all of these things, but we are kind of at a point where we're out of time. So we've got our source link stuff set up. Let's get us a stuff. We got our source stuff set up. We got it moving. We're ready to get into casting our spells, which we got a couple of them. Showed how to do the tier 1 spells. The only other thing that I haven't shown is stuff, the wilden horns and wings and stuff like that we get from killing the mobs. We've got a few of them, not got much. And then the starbuncle char that we need for the conjuration essence, you get it by giving a wild starbuncle a gold nugget, or they can be found in chests, which is where we have got all of ours. But we have been getting starbuncles and all the different stuff to spawn over here. Matter of fact, there is one right there. Let's give him one. So, a gold nugget. Do we just hand it to him? Why won't you take my nugget? Let's turn our magnet off for one. Oh, he was coming back to get it. He's got it. And there we go. That's how you can do that. We've got some more shards to get, but we will finish that up next episode. Let's complete the quests that we've got here. That's going to give us a Wilden Spike. We're going to need that pretty soon. Anyways, that give us a Source Gem. And these are just going to give us XP. And we can go ahead and complete these and unlock all of these. And we're ready to go on about our business. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!